じゃこっち。三つへ。はよ押し入れきんちゃい。何をしとるね。はよ座布団かぶって下へ隠れんさい。
おとったやっぱおってですか。
そりゃおるわい。お前がおりんさん言うたらどこじゃろうとわしはおるんじゃけど。
じゃけんの焦げと拍子もない話がえったらいいんじゃろうか。焦げ思いも染め話が。
何をぐどりぐどり言うとる。はよこっちへ。うわ来よったが。
はい、プロデューサーの平野涼子です。私は2016年に父と暮らせばに出演させていただいたんですけれども、その翌年に東北を一周旅しまして、その時に初めて 3.11 の被害を目の当たりにして、さらに陸前高田市に降り立った時に、父と暮らせばに書かれてある「あこいらもすっぽり焼け抜けとって」っていう表現が初めて体に腑に落ちた瞬間でもあったんですね。でその時ちょうど北朝鮮が何回も水爆の実験をしてまして、水爆っていうのは原爆の何倍もの被害があっても私はいても立ってもいられなくなって、で原爆の当事者はアメリカと日本の2カ国しかないんです、当事者は。なのでこの作品をアメリカの人とアメリカで上演したいなと思ってこの企画を立ち上げました。
こりゃあ大事じゃ。
どうしたんな。
まんじゅうじゃが。さっき図書館で木下さんがお前にまんじゅうくれんさったろうが。あれまさか潰れてりゃせんじゃろの。
いけ。
ザ・フェイス・オブ・地蔵はとてもユニークな物語で、原爆で亡くなったお父さんがある日突然亡霊となって娘の前に恋の応援団長として現れるところからスタートします。世界最古の演劇日本の能も必ず亡霊が出てくるんですけど、ザ・フェイス・オブ・地蔵は日本古来の演劇スタイルが反映されている作品です。そしてこの作品は原爆が背景にありますがコメディスタイルなんです。チャランポランなお父さんと実直で真面目な娘の会話劇です。そのやり取りは日本の漫才みたいで2人の掛け合いが面白いんです。そして物語の最後、娘はこの世からいなくなったお父さんにありがとうありましたとお礼を言って幕が閉じます。この物語は父と娘の絆という人間の普遍的なテーマが描かれています。
これでもお前の恋の応援団長として出てきとるんじゃけの。そう見やすはのかんぞ。
応援団長。
結局お前も木下さんを吸い取るいうことじゃの。互いに一目惚れ、やんがて相思相愛になるいうことよの。見かけはごっつ硬そうじゃが中身は甘い。お前の心はまんじゅうによう似とる。
そがいなことはありえん。人を好きになる言うんをうち自分で自分に固く禁じておるんじゃけ。
最初父と暮らせばの演出をしてみないかと当時のプロデューサーさんからお声をかけていただいたのがきっかけです。それから三江役の女優さんが出演できなくなって私が出演することになりました。私のおじいちゃんの本籍が広島ということもあって、子供の頃広島の呉市に遊びに行ってたのを思い出して、子供の頃おばあちゃんは戦争の話をよくしてくれていたんですけど、おじいちゃんは私がお願いしても本当に全く話してくれなかったんですね。その姿が三江とどこかダブってどんどんのめり込んでいきました。三江役で出演した時に原爆についていろいろリサーチをしたんですけど、私と同世代のアメリカの人たちは原爆は正義だったのかと疑問を持つ人が多くいることを知ったことが大きな理由の一つだと思います。そして2年前上映の準備をするために初めてニューヨークの土地を訪れたんですけど、 ステイ先でボストンの大学生とたくさん出会って、そのご縁でボストンのアメリカの人から英語を教えてもらってたんですね。そしてレッスンをするうちに、私がザ・フェイス・オブ・ジズをアメリカでアメリカの役者と上演したいということを話したんです。そこでアメリカの人は、被爆とはどういうことか知りたがっている人もいるんだ、でも広島に原爆が落ちたことを知っていても長崎に落ちたことは知らない、日本とアメリカの原爆に対する情報のギャップを知ったと同時に、アメリカの人は純粋に原爆に対して知りたい人も多いんだなって分かって、それはさらに私の背中を押してくれたことの一つですね。
ほいで具合にいったかいの。
意外？
じゃこみそのことじゃが、木下さん喜んでくれんさったか。
ああ、じゃこみそね。
これは僕の大好物でありまして、そがは言うとられんかったか。
まだ私とらんけ。
応援団長をなめちゃいけんど。
色目変えてどうしたん？
すっぺーこっぺーごまかし言うちゃいけんで。お前どうしても木下さんをすいちゃおらん言い張るつもりか。
あん時のおとったんじゃ。うちはおとったを見捨てて逃げよったこすったれなんじゃ。
ザ・フェイス・オブ・ジゾーをアメリカで1回上演しただけでは意味がないと思ってて、この作品を定期的に継続して上演して、たくさんの人に認知をしてもらうべきだと考えています。特に若い世代の人たちにエデュケーションプログラムとして上演したいと思ってて、図書館や学校にアポイントを取り準備を進めていました。しかも今年の夏は戦後75周年という節目の年ということもあったので、平和週間にこの作品を上演できるように進めてたし、特にボストンでは劇場のブッキング寸前でした。しかしコロナにより予定が白紙となってしまいました。
わしの体をかぼうて、お前は何度もわしに身についた火を消してくれたよの。ありがとうありました。じゃがそがあなことをしとっちゃ共倒れじゃ。それじゃけわしは、お前は逃げ言うた、お前は嫌じゃ言うて動かん。しばらくは逃げ嫌じゃの押し問答よの。
とうとうとったんはちゃんぽんげで決めよう言い出した。
被爆者もご高齢になって他界された人も多い中、当時の状況を語れる人が少なくなってきていて、今まで以上に想像することが必要な時代になってきていると思います。この作品の最後、娘はお父さんに、うちもおとったんと死なにはならんかったんじゃと言いますが、お父さんは図書館で働く娘へ、人間の悲しかったこと、楽しかったこと、それを伝えるんがお前の仕事じゃろうがと言います。私は演劇も同じだと思うんです。私たちが過ごしてきた戦争のない時代を絶やさないためには、被爆者が語り継いでくれたことを次の世代へ何世代にもわたってバトンを渡す必要があると思います。私は一人の日本人として、もう二度と広島や長崎と同じようなことが世界中で起こってほしくないので、まず原爆というものを知ってほしいんです。原爆を落とされたというデリケートなものを乗り越えて、この作品が持つ親子の絆という普遍的なテーマをアメリカの人とやることによって、さらにピースフルに上演できると私は確信しています。それはアメリカと日本でしかできないことだと思います。
おいじゃけ、 お前はわしに生かされとる。
生かされとる。
そうじゃが、あげなむおい別れがまっこと何万もあったっちゅうことを覚えてもらうために生かされとるんじゃ。お前の勤めとる図書館もそげなことを伝えとるところじゃないんか。
人間の悲しかったこと、楽しかったこと、それを伝えるんがお前の仕事じゃろうが。そいがわからんようなら、もうお前のようなアホタレのバカタレには頼らん。他の誰かを代わりに出してくれや。他の誰かをわしの孫じゃが、ひ孫じゃが。
My name is Michi Takeuchi, a chairperson of New York Hiroshima Kai Association. I'm going to read Peace Declaration by Mayor Matsui of Hiroshima. Peace Declaration, August 6, 2020. On August 6, 1945, a single atomic bomb destroyed our city. Rumor at that time had it that nothing will grow here for 75 years. And yet, Hiroshima recovered, becoming a symbol of peace visited by millions from around the world. Humanity struggles now against a new threat, the novel coronavirus. However, with what we have learned from the tragedies of the past, we should be able to overcome this threat. When the 1918 flu pandemic attacked a century ago, it took tens of millions of lives and terrorized the world because nations fighting World War I were unable to meet the threat together. A subsequent upsurge in nationalism led to World War II and the atomic bombings. We must never allow this painful past to repeat itself. Civil society must reject self-centered nationalism and unite against all threats. The day after the atomic bombing, a young boy of 13 saw victims lying in rows on the bridge. Many were injured. Many had breathed their last. Most were burned, their skin hanging off. Many were begging, "Water, give me water." Long after that horrifying experience, the man asserts, fighting happens when people think only of themselves or their own countries. Last November, when Pope Francis visited our city, he left us with a powerful message: to remember, to journey together, to protect. These are three moral imperatives. Ogata Sadako, as UN High Commissioner for Refugees, worked passionately to assist those in need. She spoke from experience when she said, "The important thing is to save the lives of those who are suffering. No country can live in peace alone. the world is connected. The messages urge us to unite against threats to humanity and avoid repeating our tragic past. Hiroshima is what it is today because our predecessors cared about each other. They stood together through their ordeal. Visitors from other countries leave the Peace Memorial Museum with comments like, "Now we see this tragedy as our own." And this is a lesson for the future of humanity. Hiroshima considers it our duty to build in civil society a consensus that people of the world must unite to achieve nuclear weapons abolition and lasting world peace. Turning to the United Nations, the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty (NPT), which went into effect 50 years ago, and the Treaty on the Prohibition of Nuclear Weapons (TPNW), adopted 3 years ago, are both critical to eliminating nuclear weapons. They comprise a framework that we must pass on to future generations, yet their future is opaque. Now more than ever, world leaders must strengthen their determination to make this framework function effectively. This is precisely why I urge them to visit Hiroshima and deepen their understanding of the atomic bombing. I further urge them to invest fully in the NPT Review Conference. They must negotiate in good faith toward nuclear disarmament as stipulated by the NPT and continue constructive dialogue toward a security system free from reliance on nuclear weapons. To enhance its role as mediator between the nuclear weapon and non-nuclear weapon states, I ask the Japanese government to heed the appeal of the Hibakusha that it sign and ratify and become a party to the TPNW. As the only nation to suffer a nuclear attack, Japan must persuade the global public to unite with the spirit of Hiroshima. I further demand more generous assistance for the Hibakusha, whose average age exceeds 83, and the many others whose daily lives are still plagued by suffering due to the harmful effects of radiation on their minds and bodies. And once more, I demand the political decision to expand the Black Rain areas. At this peace memorial ceremony, marking 75 years since the bombing, we offer heartfelt prayers for the peaceful repose of the souls of the atomic bomb victims. Together with Nagasaki and like-minded people around the world, we pledge to do everything in our power to abolish nuclear weapons and open a path to genuine and lasting world peace.
Welcome again to the Interfaith Peace Gathering for Hiroshima on this, the 75th anniversary of the Hiroshima and Nagasaki atomic bombings. The final words you were hearing were read by Michi Takeuchi, and she is with the Hiroshima Kai Society in New York. And she was reading from the Hiroshima mayor, Azumi Matsui. And that followed long and beautiful program that was just so expressive. The exhibit you saw was the atomic bomb exhibition. This was from the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Museum and the Nagasaki Peace Memorial Museum. Those were the photos that you were seeing. And then there were the Hiroshima Seven Rivers Photo Club. And then there were the interfaith performances, were just moving and extraordinary. You had Tiru's song, and then there was the bell tower for Hiroshima, Ave Maria, which was a dance. And then there was the wings, where's that on my sheet here? The wings fly, let me see. It was 100 voices, one heart. It was just absolutely extraordinary. The play for Jizo, which was interesting on so many levels and just so moving in terms of understanding. So that was just, and so many people went into creating this as a program. I want to once again say that this was organized by TK Nakagaki, Reverend TK Nakagaki, who has been organizing this event for 27 years in the US. And this was also partnered with the Interfaith Center of New York, the Buddhist Council of New York, World Yoga Community, Interfaith Center of the United States of America, and Engage Asia. And there will be another program on August 8th, August 9th in Japan, again, the second bombing. So that's, TK, take it. It's just amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. All the energy that's put in, and the technical support, and it's so moving to be a part of something that's creating peace. This is, and I want to just, for my part, in saying, this is in 1985, Gorbachev and Reagan came together, and there was the principle at the summit. And the words are very simple. A nuclear war cannot be won and must never be fought. And we need to reaffirm this as a summit as the voices are coming forth, and this is the 75th year. It can't fade from memory. So, let us take in the energy of what we were learning and take in the voices that are still alive and carry forth and reaffirm, that this is the truth. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Carlotta. So the Master of Ceremony today, and also you're reading the exhibition part of the thing. So I very appreciate your contributing to this one, and so I'm actually very grateful. Although we have some technical difficulties. I mean, this is like our life. Certain things, we plan everything, but yet, life could be changed, so that's probably the way that I learned too. Technology is, of course, reliable, but then sometimes, of course, not, but yet you can find a way to overcome somehow. And so I hope some people probably missed this one because we changed the channel, but I hope they will come back and to see, because this will be on a YouTube channel later on, so you can watch it again. And so I appreciate very much if you can do that. And today, especially, we have the day of August 6th. It's Hiroshima Day. And so actually, when we are doing this in Japan, the people are gathering together, so kind of feel the oneness, or feel the other part of the country. I'm sure they will be joining as well. So in a way, although it looks like we're doing separately, but yet this is all connected. And then we are not the only one who organized this. Different group organized the same time. But then I think it's nice that we, each of us can do the best that we can, so that those energy could come together, and then create such what do you call it, atmosphere or feeling or energy, whatever you call it, and so that bring peace, more peaceful world together. So I think each one can be, maybe which we have a little limited capacity that ourselves, but yet we can expand it, and then everybody coming together. That's the most important part of it. And some gathering might be big, some gathering might be small, and but yet it doesn't really matter. And so as long as you have the energy of, extended the love and compassion and peace, that's what it counts. And so I wanted to thank everyone who joining today, and then again, sorry that who missed this part as well. Hiroshima become a symbol of the peace nowadays, which is actually really sadness changed to that peace. So I think that the transformation is a very, very essential and crucial that we all do. So yeah, peace to you all. And we'll conclude with a little short film, kind of putting together what we have done in the past, and then so that lead to the future. So enjoy.